We are on probably one of the biggest walleye places in the world right now. We're going to be fishing Lake Ontario, up in the northeast corner to be exact. And I'm here with my good friend Craig Sleeman. Craig actually fishes against me in the National Walleye Tour. And Mike Yarema is a co-angler that travels with Craig in the National Walleye Tour. Mike actually won a tournament last year up in Marinette on Green Bay. But we're going to go out here and try and chase these giant walleyes. I'm hoping to crack my personal best. Craig says I might be able to do it today. But we're going to go out here, troll around, and use our graphs, kind of locate the bait fish, locate the big schools of walleyes that are out here. We're going to be trolling a lot of offshore planer boards in open water, suspended walleyes. It's going to be one heck of a time, I'm telling you that. So you guys ready?
Yeah, let's roll.
I can't wait.
Well, let's go get
the next bite.
Walleyes in Lake Ontario are often overlooked because of the popularity of the other fish species. The truth is that it could possibly be one of the best places in the country to catch a walleye in the teens. 13-plus pound walleyes are hard to come by. In the early winter, while the fish are feeding heavy, your chances get even better. So if you're looking for a giant walleye, Lake Ontario is the place to go.
We're on the eastern basin of Lake Ontario, one of the world-class fisheries in all of the Great Lakes. Lake Ontario is actually the last lake in the Great Lakes system, and it's home to many rivers and tributaries, such as the Black River, the Salmon River, the St. Lawrence Seaway, and the Oswego River. We're going to be targeting these back bays as the walleyes have moved from their summer locations to find a wintering ground as the bait starts to transition into that cooler temperature water. Lake Ontario is primarily known for its king salmon fishing, its muskie fishing, and even some of the world-class smallmouth bass fishing. But as this temperature drops and the walleyes start to migrate back into these bays, it's an absolute walleye fisherman's dream to tackle one of these giants.
I'm gonna keep the pressure on this one so we don't let it go.
what's going on, Carter?
Well, looks like we're hooked up here. Board's looking pretty good.
Any estimations on weight?
Feels like a walleye. How's that answer?
It works.
I'd say it's probably quality fish here.
Quality 9+. Clear.
Thank you. About 20 feet to the snap weight, Jason.
Got. Oh, he's down.
He's down.
I'll grab the net.
Thanks, Mike. Well, there he is. Not bad.
There you go.
Nice
Beautiful.
fish. Nice fish.
There's a good one.
I got your rod, it's all you.
All right, let's get him.
Nice
Get the color in
fish.
that
Man,
one.
that's a
Beautiful.
solid. Is that like, I don't know this place very well, but is that like an average fish out here?
Yeah,
or?
this is an average fish for this time of year.
Yeah.
Get that out of the way.
Whoop.
Oh,
He
grab
hooked
him here.
himself. There we go.
Beautiful.
There you go. So that's average, huh? Like 6-7 pounders out here?
Yeah, that looks like a good average fish. I mean, obviously, target species exactly what we're looking for today, but look at the color in that one. It's beautiful.
Gorgeous.
They're suspending fish, you know, and they're out over those alewives and they're chasing those fish, you know, that bait back into these bays, and I think that's where they're, you know, their target-rich environment. We've got a great graph, and, you know, we've got a
There's
really
plenty
good
of
looking
fish
fish.
on that locator. I know that.
That's for sure.
Cool deal. Let's let her go.
You bet.
The next bite is brought to you by Mercury Marine. Go boldly. Schaefer's Specialized Lubricant, putting equipment first. Nitro Boats, performance fishing boats. Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's, your adventure starts here. Berkeley, your fish, our science. And Power Pole, total boat control. Closed captioning for the next bite is provided by Precision Trolling Data, the authority for crankbait diving depth information. Lake Ontario holds giant fish of every species, including lake trout.
That's a 15 to 20 pound laker right there. It's 15 for sure. That's my personal best lake trout right there. Not gonna lie.
He's got a giant belly
Wow,
for sure.
she's heavy.
The early winter walleye bite on Lake Ontario is a classic trolling bite. Deep stick baits combined with snap weights and planer boards have become a normal technique all over the country. Use your electronics to see what depth the fish are at. Then use things like precision trolling data to figure out how much line to let out. Precision trolling data even has snap weight data to more quickly help you get your baits running right above the fish.
So one of the most commonly asked questions I get is like, how fast do you troll? You know, that is a big key in success is speed. Obviously, adjusting with a handheld remote like this, running the trolling motor to adjust to those fine low speeds is what you're going to want to key in on. I generally troll with the waves when I can. And when they get too big, you know, a foot, maybe 1.5 feet, they get too big to troll into, so you know, you make your pass down current or down waves, pick everything up, run back up with your big motor, troll back down waves again. A simple thing like just dropping your kicker motor in the water is going to slow you down about 1/10 of a mile an hour without even turning it on. So definitely slower is better that time of year. Fine tune it with your handheld remote while running your trolling motor. That should help you put a lot of these big fish in the boat.
How's it feel, Jason? Feel like a good one?
Yeah, this is, they all feel good, but this is nice, yeah, for sure. Wait.
Yep. You're clear.
Clear. Yeah, this is a good one. Craig, do you want to get the net?
Yeah.
I'll grab it for you.
Feel like a good one?
Feels nice. Start lifting. That'll work.
Ooh, just in time, baby. Look at that. Came off in the net.
Look at that thing. Look at the size of that thing. How fat is that one? He's not the longest fish in the world, but he is fat. Oh my. Greg.
Wow. Look at the belly on that.
Holy cats.
These fish are chasing alois back into the
Alois,
bays,
yep.
and you know, as this temperature's dropping, they're really looking to put on a feed bag for the winter. Man, this is
crazy.
what a trophy fish.
Crazy. Solid 8.5, 9 pounder.
Yeah, I think he took that snap weight, 2 ounces, right?
2
The
ounce
crankbait?
snap weights, and we're sending her back about 180 total feet. And
Pretty
getting her
fish.
down there about 45, 50 feet. There she is.
Beautiful.
Let's let her go, bud.
You got it.
All right.
Total Control, presented by Power Pole. 20 years of trust evolved from Total Boat Control.
It's amazing to me how much fishing electronics have changed in the last few years with the advent of Lowrance's Active Target. The open water scene has completely been changed, but even the ice fishing scene has changed. We can now put the transducer down the hole and essentially look out to the side of the hole, or if you want in a downscan version, watch the fish swim right in and bite, which is unbelievable. If you've ever seen it, it's just fantastic. So this is actually another advent because of active target systems. There's a lot of equipment involved. You've got poles, you've got an internal control box. So what this unit is Lowrance's new Explorer Series pack, and it essentially is a very versatile unit to use out on the ice for this. When you're fishing, you can just flip down this one pack and watch your unit. If you need to get at all of your equipment, it's all right here. Batteries, control box, the whole works is right there. It's got actually a very sturdy internal frame. And in the ice fishing world, as we all know, things get beat up bad. So to have this type of strength to protect your equipment is incredible. You can move from hole to hole with this handy heavy-duty handle here, which is nice. You don't have to move all of your equipment. It all is self-contained. And then for those of you who are walking out on the ice, you've got a really nice backpack system. So I think you're going to enjoy having all of your active target equipment all in one spot. It's going to make your fishing a lot easier.
When using stick baits, they will only dive so deep without the assistance of extra weight. Snap weights have become very common. Using snap weights in general is a situation where a lot of trial and error is involved when it comes to depth. Precision Trolling Data has many baits with snap weight data, and that list is always growing. You can use Precision Trolling Data to ballpark your depth if the testing has not yet been done on your favorite bait.
He's still there.
That's good. Oh yeah, got some weight there.
Yeah. I don't even feel like I'm nervous, like it's a world record.
There's the weight.
Yep.
You're clear.
It's just me and the fish.
Mike, you want to grab that net?
I'll get that.
Perfect, thanks. Holy cow, look at that toad. Whoa, look at the size of that one.
I'm gonna jump in there. Holy. How big is this, Craig? Huh?
Man, that's an absolute Lake Ontario stud.
I got him. You ready?
Good deal.
What do you think of that one?
Wow, that's a beauty. Holy mackerel.
How big is she? I don't know.
I'll have to get a scale on it.
She's
here,
over 10, don't you think?
Just a great fish, man. I'm telling you what. Pound for pound, these walleyes are absolute beauties, aren't
This
they?
is crazy. I knew when I was reeling her in, I'm like, she is straight down, 30 feet of line out. God, I'm shaking holding this thing. It's crazy. So today we're using the offshore planer boards to spread our lures out away from the boat to cover large areas of water to try and get these big walleyes in. And a couple little tips that I've used over the years to help you basically land a giant fish. Is what happens is a lot of times when you're pulling these offshore boards, a big fish will pull this underwater when you get them hooked up. And what happens is now you're just fighting the planer board, you're not fighting the fish, so the chances of that fish coming off are a lot greater. So what I like to do is definitely use an orange clip in the front when I'm chasing giant walleyes, because the orange clip in the front has no pin in the middle. The red clip on the back does. So the red clip in the back, it basically stays on your line all the time. So when the board's in the water, the line's hooked up to both clips, and all of a sudden you get that big fish on, he pulls the board underwater. What you want to do is just tighten up your line and give it a quick snap with the rod tip. And what happens is the line will pull free of that orange clip in the front. It'll rotate the board 180 degrees, and now it'll come right back to the surface. So you're not fighting the board, you're fighting the fish. That's going to give you a way better chance of landing that trophy of a lifetime. Take a few pictures and let her go. So use that tip next time out chasing giant walleyes, and it should help you a lot. Craig, you got it?
Yep, I got it. Keep them coming, Mike.
Take your time, Jay. Clear. So
He ought to see the boat any second now, though. Figure it. 36.
Craig, you got the net?
Yep, got the net. Coming to you.
Thank you. Mike, just keep them down. I'm going to stay down.
All right. Just give her a second.
Nice.
Nice and easy.
Yep.
Nice and easy.
Got the second hook in them.
Good job, Jay. Way to go, Mike. Guys,
Look at that sucker.
that's what we're looking for.
Let me get him off here.
All right. I'll give you a little slack.
Oh, the good news is she was not coming off. She keeps going her, boys. I mean, sideways, 2 hooks in her. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, Jay, that one really choked it, didn't it? Took it right to the back hook.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what a beaut. Oh my. What do you think, boys?
Wow, that's a dandy.
That's
wow, that's what you come to Lake Ontario for, I'll tell you that.
This is it right here. I mean, it's...
The geese are headed south. It's early winter. It's December time frame, and you know, it's time for these girls to come in and feed. So this is what they look like when they start cooperating.
Awesome. Let's let her back. Nice. There she goes, cold water, yes.
The next bite is brought to you by Mercury Marine. Go boldly. Schaefer's Specialized Lubricant. Putting equipment first. Nitro Boats. Performance Fishing Boats. Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here. Berkeley. Your fish, our science. Lowrance. The ultimate fishing system. And Power Pole. Total boat control. Hot topics, leading information and tackling techniques to make you a better angler. Presented by Mercury.
One thing that I think is almost a necessity in any boat, no matter the horsepower, is using Mercury Smartcraft. And I like to use a Merc monitor gauge. And one thing I like to use it for is monitoring how much fuel I'm using or how much fuel I may have left. You know, majority of boats come with a fuel gauge, but we also know how unreliable they are or how inaccurate they are. And so to me, why not monitor the fuel that's actually being used through the engine, through the ECM, which communicates through the Smartcraft gauge. And actually, you know, this Merc monitor gauge will show me how much fuel I'm using gallons per hour wise, but also how much fuel I've used and keep track of that. And to me, that's very important. No matter if I'm making long runs in a tournament, I can monitor that down to a half a gallon or so of how much fuel I actually have in my tank. But not only that, is just being more efficient. A lot of times, especially on smaller bodies of water, I don't want to run around with a full fuel load all the time, but you know, not have to worry about trusting my gauge. But if I know if I only have 30 gallons left in my tank, that maybe I'm going to add maybe 5 to 10 gallons more to get me through the day or two that I'm going to be on a trip for. But to me, having that information available and having that trust in knowing what I do have is probably one of the most important things that I feel comfortable, especially making long runs or being on big water.
Lake Ontario in December is one of your best opportunities to catch a walleye in the teens. Even if you don't catch one that big, an average of 7 to 10 pounds is still amazing. Lake Ontario also provides that perfect opportunity to hone your trolling skills and fight big tournament-winning fish.
What a horse.
Holy mackerel.
Continuity, you want Craig or you care if I do it?
Whatever you want.
It's off.
75.
I like that angle.
Yeah.
Good angle.
Craig, can you grab me the net?
Yeah, I got him, Mike.
Right here. He's right here.
Here you go. Here you go.
Got it. Color.
Yep. I'll lift him right up to you. Here he comes.
Nice.
Another slob.
Oh man, way to go.
It's a tank.
That's a hog.
Holy cow. Oh, look at this, Mike.
What a fish.
Wow.
Just an absolute toad. Another 8-9 pounder. Probably 29 incher, I bet, wouldn't it be? Man, this is crazy. Just unbelievable. Well, this is crazy, guys. I don't even know what to say about this trip. It's been super wild. I mean, never been to Lake Ontario before. You guys talked to me this summer and I said, I got to get out there and try this. So here we are.
Yeah, it's been a really good bite. We've had some absolute trophy walleyes this trip, and we're glad you could make it out to our end of the woods and test our waters a little bit. We've had a really good time. Can't wait to do it again. Let's get another one.
All right, guys. Let her go. Jeez, what a horse. It's unbelievable. Come on, big girl. There she goes. Woo!
Nice going.
I think it's a muskie. No, it's giant lake trout, I think.
Is it?
Yep.
That's a big laker.
Yep.
Dang, that looked like a big walleye.
It did for a while.
You ready?
Whoa!
That's a dandy.
Wow!
Look at the size of that laker. That's a 15 to 20 pound laker right there. 15 for sure. This is crazy. Catching them mixed right in with the walleyes, and that's my personal best lake trout right there. Not gonna lie.
He's got a giant belly
Wow,
for sure.
she's heavy. It's unreal. Look at the gut. Super cool. Letting her go, all right, boys?
Absolutely.
You want to weigh her quick?
Let's get away on.
All right, let's weigh her.
Knock the bottom out of a 15-pound scale.
Ready?
Oh yeah. I think it's over.
Over 15.
14.9.
14.9, 15 pounder.
Jeez.